Uh, all right, let's see. Anyone here? No. No. Yes, hello. Let me just get the game right up on screen here. The plus game capture. Sneeze. All right, I'll just specific window. Don't capture cursor. All right. Boom. All right, links posted. Got sweet new loyalty points. Yes, I connected Streamlabs. Yep, good old Mario Paint. As so, okay. Let's just get haha funny meme. Who's been drawing dicks? Yes, I killed him. He's dead, and it's my fault. So let me just tab out of this real quick. God damn it, Lynn. Alright, so it's Bob Ross Day. Yes, second day of Christmas break, and I'm already doing Bob Ross. Oh, hello, Ollie. Remember, kids, no yelling. No yelling. Nightbot will be on your dick. Oh, okay, so I gotta like plus browser source. Wait, cancel. This is gonna be kind of a huge booty. Display capture, okay. Wow, this is meta already. Oh wait, fuck, you guys are seeing my entire screen. Have fun with that. Ah, fuck. No, that's not what I want. Fuck it. So we're going to, there's no good way for me to show the Bob Ross episode, is there? Yeah, let's just kill the display capture. It's fucking dead. It's not gonna work. And yes, there are going to be chests. Let me just deactivate Mario Paint music. Ah, fuck. What the fuck have I done? This is off to a rocky start. Drawing dicks, who's been drawing dicks, who's been... I'm sorry, that Siva Gunner rip is stuck in my head. No, I don't want to be in the game yet. God damn it, just let me turn off the sound. Settings. That doesn't help. Mute sound. So now I can do Bob Ross alongside my Mario Paint. And you guys get to hear me do it live. All right, we got our palette. It's looking good.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to the 29th Joy of Painting series. If this is your first time with us, allow me to extend a personal invitation for you to get your brushes and your paints and paint along with us each show. And if you've been with us before, please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of painting shows. We'll use about a dozen colors of some unorthodox brushes, and each show I'll show you how to put some of nature's masterpieces right here on the canvas. So I tell you what, let's get started. Today we'll have them run all the colors across the screen right there that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me tell you what I've got going up here. Today I'm using an 18 by 24 inch double prime pre-stretched canvas, but you use whatever size you'd like. And I've just covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of liquid white. The liquid white is designed just to make the canvas wet and to make it slick. It allows us to actually blend color right here on the canvas. Makes your whole painting life.
Let me just fix my shit.
I thought today we'd just do a very simple little
so that I can see you guys yelling at me.
Let's start with a little 2-inch brush and a touch of the alizarin crimson. And we just load a little bit right into the bristles.
Alright, so we need what color is that? Do we need pink?
A nice even distribution of paint all the way through the bristles. And let's go right
I take it we need pink.
And we'll take this old brush and just making little X's, little crisscross strokes. We'll just very quickly drop in just a little warm part in the sky here. Maybe we'll have a little pink in the sky. I sort of like that. And in our world, we can do anything that we want to do here.
Bob Ross, I'm doing the best I can.
Doesn't take too long when you're using a
Bobby baby.
Oh, okay. Without even cleaning the brush, we'll go right into
Daddy Ross.
Little phthalo blue. I like phthalo blue. It's a very warm blue. Very nice. Once again, just tap a little. Let's go back up here and still use.
Let me just pause that so I can turn the volume up. Is this good?
Strokes, X's. That's all they are, little X's. We'll just apply a little bit of the phthalo blue. Something about like so. Then we'll come back after we clean the brush and blend that together. Now the blue is many, many times stronger than this little pink area. It'll just eat it up, so be careful. Be careful. All go away. If you want to make the indication of a happy little cloud, all you do is just sort of tap. A little stringy cloud just lives right there in the brush.
Oh shit.
Easy. We'll blend him out.
Bob Ross, what the fuck are you doing?
Let's see, while we have that on there, let's have some water in this painting. I love water, and it's very easy to paint in this style. Still water is always level. And I think today we'll have still water, so pull from the outside in. Outside something about like
are you sure? Are you sure, Bob Ross?
I want to darken the corners a little bit. I'm going to take a little Prussian blue and just add in the corners here and there. A little bit up there. And we'll go over to the other side and add a little more and then down to the bottom. We'll put a little down here too. I'm just putting a little Prussian blue in each corner to darken it. And
I only have blue and blue.
This whole technique is washing the brushes. Since these are oil paints, we're washing our brushes with odorless paint thinner. Shake off the excess and just beat the devil out of it. That's really the most fun part of it. Now, with a clean brush, and it's relatively dry from just beating it, we'll start in the light area, which is the pink, and we'll blend it all together. Something about like so. That's all there is to it. Okay,
Bob Ross, you're a madman.
There. But it's that easy. That easy. What's so fantastic about this is that anybody can
How's
put
that
a
spaghetti?
masterpiece on canvas with just a little bit of practice, a vision in your mind, and off you go. All right, that's working so well. Take a little white, a little bit of the blue, and grab a little more of the titanium white. I want to make a light blue color here, mostly phthalo blue. And let's just tap a little color into the bristles.
Light blue.
This old 2-inch brush will do marvelous things. Watch here, watch here, watch here. It's fun. Just take the corner of the brush and just pull down. Something about like so. Straight down, straight down. I'll make it look like little distant trees live far back in the distance. A little more color, and we'll just have it, there you go, I don't know, right there. In your world, you create any illusion that you want. There.
You know what? This blue looks better.
So it looks like mist. You could even take another 2-inch brush, and I have several, and tap it. Really get in there and tap it, and then lift upward. It'll help create that illusion of mist right down at the bottom. And sometimes it's a lot of fun to put several layers. It helps create depth in your painting.
Remember to pay attention to the stream so you can get Dogecoins that can be used to earn nice little prizes.
And we'll come back and let's put another little layer in here. Just touching and pulling downward. That's all we're doing. That's really all we're doing. Something about like that. There. And we don't know where that goes. It doesn't matter at this point. And back to our other 2-inch brush, and we'll tap this. I want to create mist again. Notice this separation. It's caused because of the difference in color, difference in value. And that misty area turns out to be your very best friend. Take care of it. Treasure it. There. Okay. Let's have some more fun. Let's see. Let's take some black, some Prussian blue.
Yes. That's my loyalty
and
points.
A little phthalo blue. It doesn't
Doge
matter. Just throw it on
coins.
there. Crimson too. What the heck? Be brave.
I have recent events open
brave.
just for.
We'll put a little satin green in there too.
You
It's getting
can
close enough. We should
you
begin
can
seeing some color.
get stuff like
A little bit of white.
you know,
It
Twitch
isn't totally
followers
dark
from
yet.
a Twitch follow from me, or
There.
play mini games,
Let me
or
wipe the
ask
little
me a
knife off.
question.
And let's get us fan brush. We'll use a fan brush. Load it full of color. Both sides. Both sides. Okay, let's go up in here. Now maybe in our world
Wait, what?
there lives,
Oh shit! I missed
now,
something.
some little trees
Oh, fuck.
back in here. Now these are a little closer. You're seeing a little more detail. A little more distinct. There. And we just drop them in. We don't know where they go. Wherever you want them. That's exactly where they should live. Don't put too much detail in here. It's too far away. You're not going to see a lot of detail. You see detail when it's very close to you. When things are far away, you make out form, shape, basic color. That's all.
Oh man.
Save your detail to the foreground. The lack of detail helps also create that illusion of distance and depth in your painting. It's very, very important. Very important. Okay. I'm going to tap a little of that. That'll help create that illusion of mist down there too. There, lift slightly upward. Lightly.
I can't do that, Bob Ross.
See? Now then, you know, when I was a traditional painter, one of the hardest things to make effectively was reflections. Watch how easy. I'll take some of that same color. We'll take a 2-inch brush touch and pull down. Just pull straight down. It's most important that it goes straight down. Something like so.
Oh.
Straight down. Make those little noises. And very lightly go across.
I get the feeling that this is gonna look really bad.
Instantly, we have some nice reflections. That's simple. Now here's something that's fun. You take a little, I just use a little white. If you want to create another plane in your painting, take a little white and lift upward. And it'll make little areas back here that looks like a whole different plane, and the white will end up looking like little trunks in those trees. There.
All right, I can right click to go back.
Let's put a little water line. For that, we'll use a liquid white. Pull it out very flat, flat as you can get it. Cut across, okay? And we can go right up in here. And we can just drop in just a little water line.
Oh, are you sure, dude?
It's back in here somewhere. We don't know where it is. Don't know that we even care. Just let your imagination take you anywhere you want to go. A lot of times I start a painting and have nothing in mind but the time of day and the time.
I swear to
of
God,
year.
my actual painting looks better than this.
From that, you can paint some fantastic little scenes. Don't worry about it. You don't always have to have a perfect vision in your mind of what it is you're going to paint. Imagination is, it's like any other muscle in your body, or like a muscle in your body. The more you practice, the better it becomes. Take some black Prussian blue. I'm going to put some phthalo green in there. I like phthalo green. Maybe a little crimson. There we go. All right, let me wipe off the knife. I just wiped the
God
knife
damn
with
it,
a
spaghetti.
little old paper towel. I would just use that brush. Little fan brush. Load some color into it. Both sides of the brush. Both sides. Let's go up in here.
Is that brown?
have-
It looks like brown.
Let's have a little evergreen tree. He lives right
Oh
there.
yeah, that's brown.
Just make a line, take the corner of the brush, make a touch. Make another one, and just sort of work from the center out. There it goes. It's easier to do them fast than it is slow, though. Here they come. Just sort of back and forth. I had a lady in class one time told me it was like making Z's, the letter Z. She called them Z trees. So I guess that's as good of an analogy as any. From the center out. The center of the tree should be the thickest, darkest, strongest part of the tree. Because you have leaves on the back, you have a trunk in the middle, and you have leaves on this side. We'll have one more in there. There we go.
I swear to God, if this comes out looking good, I'm going to
You know, if you've painted with me before,
just follow a random
Everybody
person in
should have
chat,
a
which
friend,
is
even a
there's
tree.
probably like 3
Every
people
little
in
tree
here.
needs a friend.
You know what? I
If you
can
want to
just check.
reflect those, just pop in some general indications of where they are. No big deal. See? Because we don't make
There
mistakes
are.
here. We have happy accidents. Very quickly, you learn to work with anything that happens.
All 3 viewers.
Take the big brush, pull down, straight down once again, and then go across. And we have instant reflections. I just use that same fan brush. It has that color. We made the tree out of it. And I go through cad yellow and little yellow ochre. Immediately we have green. There we are. Let's go up in here. And we can take that green. Let's go back and put some highlights on our little evergreen trees. There they go. All right, this little tree here. He's saying, don't leave me out. I need some too. There we are.
Oh, fuck.
There we are. All right. Now, I'll put a little liquid white right on that same brush because I want to lighten the color and make it a little thinner. A thin paint will stick to a thick paint. We mix them back up again. Let's go back up here. And we can just take this brush and let's just pop in the indication of some little bushes that live down here, right down in his little foots.
Light green, you say?
How's that? That looks like a little island. Let's put some dirt there. Let's take some white, a little dark sienna, mix them together, cut off a little roll of paint. Let's go up in here. And we'll take this, and we'll just put the indication here, a little bit of soil, some dirt, some kind. Got to have a place if this is a little island.
That's
All this to
gray.
sit on. All right. See there? That's all there is to it. Okay. All right, we got to figure out something to do on the other side now. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. You know, if you've painted with me before, I like old big trees.
Is that gray or blue?
Let's take a little bit of that color right there. Let's go right up in here. This is your bravery test. Take the corner of the old 2-inch brush, and let's just begin laying in a basic shape here for a tree that lives right there. Right there. Big old tree. But he's a nice tree. There he is. All right, while I got that brush going.
Oh, this one's a big boy.
Let's do something about like this. And we'll just tap in all kinds of little...
Press F in chat if you respect this big boy.
You have to decide what lives here, how far it goes, how tall is it, how short is it, fat, skinny, in between. It's your world. And in your world, you make all the decisions. All the decisions. There we are. See, we're just putting some dark in here, so later on, our light color will show. We'll just grab there's a fan brush right there. Take a little white, a little bit of the dark sienna. Just want to make the indication here, maybe a little tree trunk.
So that is a
dark sienna.
Skin color?
Okay, and right here. Just want some indications. I'm going to put some happy little leaves on there, so we're going to cover most of those up. Most of them won't show. We'll go right into that. Get a little sap green, a little bit of the yellow. We'll just put it right on this 2-inch
so that's
brush.
light green as well.
Good shot there. You can see that well. Okay, let's go up in here.
Something's happening in
Now,
chat.
put some leaves on here. Use just the corner of the brush. Just the corner of the brush. There we go.
Spaghetti back again with respecting big boy.
Just the corner. Think about shape and form. Drop these little rascals in.
Ah, fuck. Ah, what the shit?
Wherever. You really are the creator on this piece of canvas. You can do anything. You can move rivers, mountains, create any illusion that you want here. When I go home, the only power I have is over the garbage. I can take it to the street all by myself. But here, I can do anything.
Damn right, Bob Ross. You can do anything you want here.
Right there. And tell you what. Let's get crazy. You know me. If you've painted with me before.
Fucking Bob Ross, the madman.
Trees, and we have one living in our world. Right there.
Are you sure you want to add another tree, Bob Ross?
2-inch brush, it'd been a lot faster. There we go. Just drop it in. wherever you think it should be. All right. Boy, I said big tree. I wasn't kidding. This is a monster tree.
Don't worry, Spaghetti. You won't really miss much.
You could have done it with a 2-inch brush, just as easy, but much quicker. I like the old fan brush. It gives you a little more detail. Here we go with my smaller tree, because I think he needs a friend. There. Okay, just drop it in. All we're doing, once again, is putting in the background color. You could put this in with a paint roller. It doesn't matter, as long as the shape was right. We'll come back and separate all of this with some nice highlights. Here's a little brown and white. We'll put the indication just here and there of a trunk. Just what you can see here and there. There. You don't see it all because you have leaves on this side. We go back to our little fan brush. Go right through the cad yellow, yellow ochre. Load some color into it. Let's go back up in here and let's put a highlight or two on here. Evergreens are normally darker than other trees, so don't kill all the dark area in your evergreen. It happens sometimes. It gets feeling good and you don't know when to stop. There.
All right, so gotta throw in some
The base of the tree should be
dark green to
than
make
top.
this a nice little
Shadow
evergreen.
areas underneath. In those shadows areas is where all my little friends live. In previous shows we've had, like Peapod the pocket squirrel, my little squirrel that lives with me. We've had him on
Peapod
the
the
show.
pocket squirrel.
But this is the kind of places that he likes. Let's take a little bit of color. Let's use the 1-inch brush. We'll go through get some sap green.
Okay,
and
so
some
that's a
yellow.
yellow?
Load a lot of color into the brush.
Or is that a green?
Sap green. That's nice.
That's a yellow.
All right. Then
That
we
is
get
a
here,
yellow.
And we can begin picking out individual bushes, one at a time, one at a time. There's a happy little bush. He lives right there. You knew he was there, didn't you? And he's got a little friend named Clyde. Lives right over here. There he is.
That looks
And
more
we
like
can
a
give all
green
these
man.
things names, personalities. Shoot, it's okay. I'm going to take the little oval brush, dip it in some paint thinner. I'll go through some midnight black and some brown on one side. I want to load it full of color.
Oh man, that
can.
looks like a brown.
Then I'm going to take, and with the other side, I got some light brown I made earlier. I'm just going to go through, see, like that. Put a little black in it, make it a little dark. Ooh, that's nice. Now, with that,
Oh
I just want
shit.
to come up here and make the indication, we can't see them, too much of them, some rocks that live up there. Just some happy little rocks. Maybe there's one there. Something, wherever. Just some
Making
indications.
rocks, apparently.
Now come back with our brush we were making the bushes with, and we'll settle those right down into the painting. There now, see?
Oh
Now
shit.
they become part of the painting. There we go. Like so. And we'll make all kinds of little bushes and trees and happy little things that live here in our world. All right.
Man.
Okay. Shoot. If we had such a place as that, I'd have to go fish it there. I like to fish. But I'm not a very good fisherman. I catch a little fish and take the hook carefully out of his mouth and put a Band-Aid on him, a little CPR, and pat him on the tutu and put him back in the water and go back and catch him again another day. But we'd have to have a way to get up here if we was going to catch that fish. We'd take a little of the Van Dyke Brown and let's have us a little path.
Brown?
We had to walk all through these bushes. Mosquitoes would get us, so let's have us a little path that we can walk back in here and catch that big old trout or bass, whatever it is that lives in here. There, take a little bit of, let's find some white.
Now that is a nice pathway.
Mix it together, make a little highlight color, just barely touching, barely. Let it graze, that easy, that easy. About like so. Okay. There. Now then, let's put something on this side. You have something on the other side of the path. Now let's go on this side. Once again, I'm going to take a 1-inch brush. Notice that it's straight down and I'm pulling it in one direction. It's most important.
Well, that looks like another green.
That loads a lot of paint, and see it rounds one edge. You want to turn it and put that rounded edge to the top. It's most important. And then we take that and we go right up in here. No pressure hardly, just enough to get the brush to touch the canvas. And we begin working
No, that looks more like a yellow.
And we create a bush or a tree that lives right there. That's all there is to it. And there's another one, but do one at a time. I know. Sometimes it starts working, you get greedy. Do one at a time. One at a time. I'm gonna put a little bright red on there.
Again, that.
Maybe here's one right here.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, that. This is actually starting to look nice, guys.
Sneaky.
Fuck. I'll be right back.
We can go back.
Alright guys, I am back. Now let's get right back on that Bob Ross.
Back over in here, and we can begin adding in just little things that come out here on the path. About like that.
Maybe I should throw
Alright.
a little bit of this.
Alright. You got your brushes warmed up?
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
You can do this. You can do this. I know you can. I get letters every day from people all over the country that say they never believed they could paint, and they're doing it. Their friends and neighbors don't believe it when they look at their paintings, but they are doing it. There, I'm gonna put a little stick lives right there, a little old tree.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Little stick.
This little tree died.
Little tree.
Now, just a skeleton hanging out here. And that happens in nature. There, so we can put little arms on him that are still hanging out. All right. All kinds of little dooders. Maybe over in here. And these little details are what will make your painting look a little more finished. Take your time when you're doing these and just drop them in here and there and wherever. Take a little light brown with paint thinner on it. And when you mix this, get it very thin. This should be almost ink consistency. Turn the bristles. That'll bring it to a very sharp point. There you can see it good against that dark.
That looks like skin color.
And where it's very dark, then we make little light trees. Where it's light, we make dark trees. Because they both exist in nature. So you can put little, see now there's a little tree, it lives back here. Just has a good time. Looks out over the water, talks to the fish. That's all there is to it. Another way of making little sticks and twigs. Take your knife, just a clean knife, and you can reach up in here.
I don't have a knife. This is Mario Paint.
See, and that'll make all kinds of little sticks. And let's come down here. We'll make a few more in here, wherever. You decide where they live. Sometimes these old evergreens here have old dead limbs hanging off of them, and you can do that just with a little flick of the knife. And shoot, with that, I think we about have a finished painting. It's that easy.
We're
take
done.
A little bit of the paint thinner, a little bright red, and we'll sign this little rascal. Really hope you've enjoyed it. It's a very simple painting that you can do. And if you try it, I'd love to see some photographs of what you're doing. So if you have time, take a photograph, send to us. Let us hear from you. Until then, from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.
Alright guys, rate my painting. Spaghetti, what the fuck? Let me just block myself from getting some loyalty off my own thing. Oh, I have a notification. Oh, I got an achievement. Nice little Chivo. Alright, so save this screenshot. Alright guys, I've saved this screenshot. I'm going to post it to Discord later. Now, I'm going to clear the canvas. Oh wait, god damn it. Here we go. Ba-boom. It really does. I just realized this is off center. Here we go. Don't worry, Spaghetti. I saved the screenshot. If you think it's gone forever, don't worry. You're in luck. It'll be back. Let me just go back to my dashboard so that things don't get all fucked. And I'll pick out a new Bob Ross episode. Bob Ross, Northern Lights, Mountain Lake Falls, Lonely Retreat. How about Whispering Stream? Whispering Stream. Is that like ASMR streams?
Welcome back. I'm glad to see you again. I thought today I'd show you You know, when you learn to
I
paint,
haven't gotten the
it's
YouTube
not how to
channel
paint that's
all set up or uploaded anything to the YouTube channel yet. I'm just gonna bump up the frequency of my Dogecoins. And just bump up the Dogecoins per Dogecoin. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Bob Ross stream where I fuck around with everything. Let's see, how do you guys play these mini games? Alright, fuck, I don't know what I just did, but have fun with that minigame.
difficult, but what to paint. And I'm going to show you a super way today to make up little scenes in your mind, and it teaches you fantastic
Yeah,
things.
there are
So
mini games
let's get
apparently
started.
with
I'm going
the
to have them
extension I
graphically run
got
all
from
the colors
Streamlabs
across the
that
screen
gives
that
you
we'll
guys
use to do this
Dogecoins.
painting, and they'll be in the same order that I have them on my palette, starting with a white and going around. And let's take, and I'm going to start with a little bit of phthalo blue, pour a little bit out. I've already covered the canvas with magic white, so it's nice and wet and slick and ready to go. Now, beat the paint into the bristles to assure a nice even distribution of paint. And let's go right up here and very quickly just drop in a happy little sky using little crisscross strokes. And you allow the paint to mix with the magic white and it gets softer
Not
and
cheating.
more gentle in value as it goes toward the horizon.
This is not cheating. Trust me, I am a science man.
Quick, we've got
This
a
no
happy little
cheat.
sky. And that's about all we need. We're going to have very little sky left in this painting. So all we need is just a little indication that'll shine through the trees here and there. Okay. Let's go right down here to the palette. When we load this big brush, pull it through the color. I'll start with some Van Dyke brown, and we'll go right into this is some burnt umber. Let's go right over here and get some alizarin crimson. Oh, shoot, we'll put some sap green there too. So we've got sap green, alizarin crimson, Van Dyke brown, a little burnt umber. And it's brush mixed.
Spaghetti,
mixed
no.
on the brush, different
This is
layers
not,
in the brush.
it's not cheating, it's just
go
part
right
of the
up in here
game.
and say, there, just start pushing out. Make all these little shapes.
Oh,
Don't
what
worry
the
about them right
fuck?
now. A lot of times when I'm teaching beginning students, I'll take and turn my head and just hit the canvas, and from wherever it hits, from that we make a beautiful painting. And it teaches you how to compose. Okay, back through some of the colors. And now let a little bit of the sky show through in places. Just here and there. Helps create depth in your painting when you're all finished.
Oh, man.
Okay. So
Oh, I gotta cover everything?
Now we'll do the same thing, using the same colors. And it's basically a brown, because if you mix sap green and alizarin crimson together, it makes a beautiful, beautiful reddish brown. Okay, maybe there's a little tree. There he is. There's right there. Oh, there's a big one. So you just let these things flow right out of your imagination.
Oh, there's a big one. press
It's your
B
world,
in
so don't
chat
worry
if
about
you
it. You can build
respect a big
anything in here
voice.
that you want. You have your artist license, so just do anything. And we'll just begin laying in all kinds of little dirt areas here and grass, whatever. Whatever, it doesn't matter at this point. All we're doing is putting color on the canvas. Okay.
Oh man.
Now, I'm going to go right into a little bit of Prussian blue. Very strong, very dark, same old dirty brush. And I'm going to pull a little bit of that in here. Just here and there. I want a little, maybe we'll have a little stream in this one. So I want a little bit of blue. There we go, just here and there.
Blue and brown?
Anything we don't like, we'll just cover it up. Pull down.
I guess this works.
And then very lightly go across it. See? Water's that easy to make. So simple when you have a wet background. Okay. Maybe we'll drop in a little bit more of this brown color.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Spaghetti.
And we've done all of this without cleaning the brush. See, I look for paintings where I don't have to clean the brush so much. I'm lazy. I don't like to clean that brush. All right. Now we can begin picking out some little individual things here and there. So we have to make almighty decisions. And we'll start way back here in the background. And let's just take a little fan brush. And I'm going to put a little bit of paint thinner on my brush. Go right into some brown. Now I've thinned the paint just a little bit so it'll flow. And white. So I've got white on one side, brown on the other.
Oh man.
Brown and white. Brown and white. Now, let's go up in here and just drop in some basic little tree shapes way back here, little trunk shapes. And you're still not overly concerned because anything that you don't like, you cover it up. It's your world. You change things the way you want them. And we're just looking for indications. It's just background. Just background. Okay, maybe there it is. Let some of these old tree trunks move and turn and have fun. There we go. That easy. And let's take a 1-inch brush and I'll put some paint thinner on it to thin the paint. Let's start with a little bit of yellow.
I can't believe Spaghetti is fucking dead.
Green. I want to add a little bit of brown to that just to dull it down so it's not quite so bright. There we go. Load a lot of paint into that brush. Probably the biggest single mistake made is not loading enough paint in the brush. Now let's go up in here and begin picking out all these little individual things that we want. Touch, push. Make all these beautiful little leaves. And if you practice this, you can make little leaves that absolutely look like lace. There.
Why do I want to make leaves that look like lace?
We'll add a little yellow ochre now. Brighten that rascal up a little bit. Okay, maybe right there, right there. Begin picking out individuals. Add a little bit of permanent red to the same color. See what happens. You can just add all the colors that you want. Looks like this is going to be a nice fall scene. And you don't have to make those decisions till you start applying color. That's what's fun about this. You learn to compose as you paint. Okay.
Rest in peace,
you have
Spaghetti.
trees that are green, but they're beginning to, Jack Frost has touched them. If this is fall, and they begin getting little dabs of red and orange. And there. They're not just one solid color. All kinds of beautiful little things happen. There we go. Just drop them in wherever you want them. Okay, here they come, here they come. There.
It's Christmas Eve Eve.
Let them go wherever you want them. Some more green.
I already
And let's
opened
go
my
up
Christmas
this
presents.
big old tree here. Let's give him some nice leaves.
If you want any further questions, fucking pay up Dogecoins.
Okay, a little more right in there. There we go. And here I'm using the brush sideways and just pushing upward. Just push upward. And you want to highlight, you push hard. See? That's the reason you double and triple load your brush. Put a lot of different colors on your brush. Brush makes your paint rather than mixing it on the palette. Mix it on the brush. And all these things happen automatically. Okay, we got to start making some almighty decisions. Where's our land going to be? So let's take the knife and go right into the brown. This is just Van Dyke brown. And begin deciding where we want to have land. Maybe.
Also, I don't know.
I can't.
But it's a fun little thing.
Out in here. Wherever.
Oh.
Just here and there. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a clean brush and pull just a tiny, tiny little bit of that down and go across. I want that quite dark back here in the shadow.
Oh man, this looks like shit.
See? And anywhere you want water, you just pull it down and go across. And that easy. That easy. You can create water anywhere you want it. Okay. Let's put a little bit of highlight. I'll take some Prussian blue, a little white, and brown, and mix it together. Brown, blue, and white. Makes a nice gray color.
A gray color, okay.
And we'll add a little bit of that here and there. Just a touch. Allow the paint to break. Now I'm going to use some burnt umber. Also, I like this burnt umber. It's almost like a burnt sienna color, only darker. And we'll pull a little bit of that here and there. Tell you what, let's put a little tiny bit of permanent red in there. That'll sparkle it up. Very strong, so use a very, very small amount. Make it look almost like an old brick color. And just let some of these bounce through and play. There we go. Okay, let's take a little bit of the magic white. We'll put a little bit of brown with that. Cut across and put in some water lines back here. Just here and there. There we go.
Oh, only 2 viewers.
Okay, I'm going back to the fan brush. I'm going to put a little bit of magic white on my fan brush. Go into some yellow, some green. And let's drop in some grass back here in the background. And let it follow the lay of the land.
Wait, what?
Let it follow the
Grass?
It's very, very important. And it's all right if it touches some of this brown and picks it up. You just carry that right on back. Don't worry about it. Magic white is made to paint a little bit thinner so it sticks on top of this thicker paint. Okay. Now let's play a little bit more. Let's go on the other side. We'll take some Van Dyke brown, and maybe there's a stone lives right here. Maybe a little projection right out over that. Comes down wherever you want it.
That is not a dark enough color.
Say, this is a super, super way to practice paintings, and just sort of let them happen. Now we want this to be flat on top, so bring your paint across like this. See, other these strokes come down. I want to keep it dark underneath here. If it gets light underneath, you'll lose it. Keep it dark under there. Dark, dark. Let a little bit of that highlight play here and there. And this is the umber and the permanent red, and then the gray all mixed together, just so all kind of little things happen. A little bit of water line. And maybe, there it is, a little bit right there. Isn't that fun? Okay, now let's bring some grass down on that side. So we'll take the fan brush, and let's just, once again, follow the lay of the land. Maybe it comes right down through here. And let it
Okay,
go.
so what you're
Let it
telling me
go.
is more green.
There. If your paint gets to where it doesn't want to stick, add a little bit of paint thinner or magic white to it. Either one will thin it. If you don't want to dilute color, use paint thinner. There we are. And just do this in layers, finishing the layer that's farthest away first and working forward. That way it gives it depth. Okay. Let's put a few little stones out here in the water. Use a fan brush. We'll go right into some Van Dyke brown. And maybe, there's a little stone that lives right here. And stones live wherever make them happy. So wherever you want the stone to be, that's where it ought to be. There's a stone. This is just Van Dyke brown. And a lot of times in streams there are hundreds and hundreds of little stones. Obviously we can't put all those in here, but I'll show you how to make a stone, and then at home you can put as many stones in yours as you want. And we need, even under stone, need to have a little reflection, so you just grab a little of that, pull down.
Yeah, this looks like a
and go
ball.
across. That easy. And we need a little highlight on our stone. So maybe we'll use, let me get a little of the umber color on the fan brush. And we'll just take and lay in a little bit of highlight here and there on some of these stones. And you have all kind of old mossy things that grow in there, so you can put a little greenish color here and there, because you always have these little moss creatures that grow on top of your stones and make them slick, so you slide off and fall.
Looks like some Oregon Trail shit, doesn't it?
Okay. Now, I'm gonna take
All we need is Corin dying of dysentery.
Magic white and firm white. And I'm gonna come right along here, and maybe there's a little bit of movement in this little stream. This is an old slow stream. And you can do this with a knife, just to give the indication of a few little ripples.
You know what?
You
Fuck it.
Brush.
I'll do Oregon. I'll do another stream today with Oregon Trail. This is gonna be a double stream day.
Need to be basically straight.
And by that I mean back-to-back bullshit.
Or your water won't lay down in your stream.
Or I could go straight into Shin Megami Tensei from Super Nintendo.
Let all these little things just build up here.
Oh shit. White.
Okay, maybe there's some over in here. And they come right around this little stone.
Yeah, I usually just do one stream.
It just gives the impression that the water is moving, and you really haven't done a great deal. It's very simple. Now, I mixed a little bit of the magic.
I mean, I'll have to put up a little bit of a BRB, but whatever.
Than what's on the canvas.
Oh, you know what? I should, after the Bob Ross, I should probably like stop streaming or just do another stream tomorrow, and then look up how to effectively use Streamlabs.
Okay. Now, let's take and bring some of this dark color down into the water here. Need a dark reflection right there. And put our little ripples on top of that. A little bit of the Van Dyke. Maybe there's some land areas right in here. Highlight on them.
Hey, yeah. Hey, you're probably right. Tomorrow's
we
Christmas Eve after all.
Drop in a little bit of grass here. And I'm touching that fan brush and pushing and bending upward. Can you see that, Art? Push and bend it. Like that. Keep a lot of paint in the brush. Nothing wrong with reloading it. Just let it go. Okay. Now let's see. Over on this side, let's decide where we're going here.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do like Oregon Trail next week.
Maybe it comes right there. We go. See,
yeah, next Saturday Oregon Trail stream.
Don't worry about trying to plan them exactly. Let them happen. That's the beauty of not having to worry about patterns and tracings and stuff. You're not committed. You can do anything that you want, and you can change your mind anytime you want. There we go. Okay. And back into our yellows. I got yellow ochre, Indian yellow, permanent red.
I'll see if I can find a version of Oregon Trail with like Twitch integration.
A multitude of different colors happening on the brush. Let the brush work. There we go. And just follow the lay of the land. You can do it. There.
Oh, dude, you know what I should fucking find a game with Twitch integration and then slam on that shit.
Right in here. Maybe this water just bounces right off there. There we go. All kinds of little things happening. Alrighty. Tell you what. Let's make a few big old trees in here. We need some big, strong trees that'll...
Bob Ross, are you sure about those big, strong trees?
And maybe... There it is. There he is. There he is.
Oh, here he comes.
Big old tree. And we'll give him an arm.
I hope you guys are ready for a big boy.
Brush, a straight Van Dyke brown. Just straight old Van Dyke brown. Maybe there's another tree right here, grows right next to him. And another one. There we are. So you got to give him arms. Trees got to have arms so he can reach up and gather up the sunlight. Place for the little squirrel to play. There. I talk about little squirrels all the time because I used to have a pet squirrel that he sat up on my head. He was a wild squirrel, but he'd sit up on top of my head and eat. Every once in a while, I'd give him a big old walnut, and it was too big for him. He couldn't crack it, so he just carried it around and wear his teeth out on it. So I'd finally get feeling sorry for him, and I'd crack his walnut for him. Okay, maybe. I see another one.
Maybe.
Right there. Another big old tree. And it sort of pushes everything back. There we go. And maybe there's a there. And you can put as many trees in your world as you want. Now then, I'm going to take a little bit of the white, a little bit of gray in it, just to dull it down a little.
Oh.
And just use the edge of the knife, and we'll play a little highlight on this.
Oh, highlights?
Just touching. That's all you're doing.
Oh,
You just
okay.
touch the canvas. Just touch it. Let the canvas do the work. It'll pull off what it wants and give you back what's left. If one comes out brighter than you want, if you keep touching it, it'll pick up the color underneath and it'll go away. So don't worry about it.
Hey, this is looking kind of decent.
There. Now let's
I love how Bob Ross can
put a
actually
few
make
highlights over here.
anyone
Maybe some
into a
light
good painter if they
shining
just
through
follow
there.
along.
There we go. Just touching. And this is just to give you ideas. You know, create your imagination. Let your imagination go crazy.
And you don't strictly
These
have
things
to
happen.
follow his instructions too. Yeah, you can add whatever you want, wherever you want.
Maybe
Say I wanted to
Maybe
say I
one
wanted to
that
add a
thing
big old
right there.
dick right here,
maybe
I
it kind of
could,
changes and comes
and
around
Bob Ross
this
wouldn't
way.
be mad.
Maybe a little bit sliding through the other side. You know, light comes from all different directions sometimes when it bounces through all these shadow areas. If it's too bright,
So after this stream, I'm going to
play
be
with it.
posting these with
Type it down.
added frames on Discord and Tumblr,
Okay, and I'm going to take a
maybe
little
on
bit
Twitter,
of brown. I'm using the little edge of the knife. Maybe that
and
little,
you can print it out,
little hollow
hang it
spot
on your
right there.
wall,
Big
and be
black
like,
spot.
damn, shit's good.
Now we have made a place for the squirrel. The little rabbit needs a place to climb up in there and hide when the weather's bad. A little bit of white around the edge to make it stand out. See, make it look like an old recessed area in there. And that's where the little rabbit hides. Okay. Now we need to put some grass around the tree's foots. Clean this all up,
Oh man.
just like that. Just a few little things here and there. And with our little liner brush, we can take a little bit of brown, and I got a thin oil here, very thin.
Not even a
Just like
real
oil.
frame, just a
And here
frame
and there, we'll drop in a
that
little
I
stick or two,
photoshopped
maybe.
around the screenshot.
Maybe there's a little thing that lives right there. Right there. There he is. And you decide where all these little things live in your painting. These little sticks and twigs. And I think we've about got a finished painting. And it's that easy. So I'll take a little bit more of the thin oil, a little permanent red. We'll sign this one, call it finished. And I really hope you enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's a super, super way to practice, to get yourself familiar with the medium. On behalf of all of us here, we'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless. See you next week.
I was actually gonna finish up the stream right now. Gotta save these, throw in some time to add the frames. Yeah, come back later. I'll probably have a vodcast going. So, yeah, later, guys. See you next Saturday.